Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana is tamu sana. There are some interesting statistics coming from Nyeri County. Before we have a look at the survey, let me start by saying this. Occasionally in this forum, we normally analyze some statistics, some research from the ground. The only way of knowing what the ground is saying is by conducting a scientific survey. That's the only way of knowing what the ground says. And not only in politics, but we have even seen big companies hire research firms to understand how their products are performing in the market. So the only way of knowing what the ground says is by conducting a scientific survey. For those who have been following us here, before the 27th by-elections, we used to analyze those statistics here. I did predict Oda was going to win in Mbere. Oda won. And the candidate I used to say was going to win, Leom, ended up winning. Same in Malava, Kasipul, Ugunja, Magarini. Everywhere I did predict and it came to pass. It's also good to conduct a survey because, again, a loud minority can create a false impression that they are the majority. And online is full of the loud minority. We are seeing some political bloggers lying to Kenyans that William Ruto will be one term, that the opposition will win. Yes. How can the opposition win if ODM and Ruto are together? ODM has been winning in 6 out of 8 provinces. And even as I talk, ODM still commands support in about 6 out of 8. Now, if you add to William Ruto's support basis, then there is no miracle that can make the opposition beat Ruto. And again, in our yesterday's analysis, I did predict that if the status quo remains the same as it is now, William Ruto is most likely to win 2027 with around 67% of the vote. Others will fight for the remainder. Let's now see what is happening in Nyeri. Presidential preference, Nyeri County. Question: if elections were held today, who would you vote for as the next president? Rigathi Gachagua, 25.5%. William Ruto, 20.3%. Kalonzo Musyoka, 15.3%. Fred Matiang'i, 8.7%. Ndindi Nyoro, 7.2%. Martha Karua, 3.0%. David Maraga, 1.0%. Undecided, 19%. This is in Nyeri County, Rigathi Gachagua's home county. What I know might have shocked Kenyans. The difference between Rigathi and William Ruto is only 5%. Rigathi has 25, Ruto 20%. In an area considered Rigathi Gachagua's home county. What's not happening is, and then to add salt to injury, about 60% of Nyeri residents have rejected Rigathi. Look at this survey. Rigathi 25.5, Kalonzo 15.3. I'm almost very sure that Kalonzo supporters and Rigathi supporters, this might be Rigathi Gachagwa's diehard supporters in Nyeri County. So Rigathi basically commands 25.3 plus Kalonzo's 15.3. That brings it to about 40%. So Rigathi's diehard fans, supporters in Nyeri County are only about 40%. 60% of Nyeri residents, they don't prefer Rigathi. They can vote to any leader, but not Rigathi. It's interesting, ladies and gentlemen. I want us to dig deep into this for Kenyans to see clearly what this means politically. If you are watching us but you are not yet subscribed, subscribe, give the video a like. Let's proceed. If you look at those results, William Ruto still has a huge chunk of support on the mountain. So, as Kalonzo Musyoka waits for Rigathi Gachagwa's endorsement, Kalonzo should know Rigathi will not deliver a united Mount Kenya votes to him. We've already seen Mount Kenya East is gone. Thus, Aembu, Tarakas, and the Meros. That one is now solidly in William Ruto's control. Mount Kenya East is gone. And with Mount Kenya East gone, that's about 1.5 million votes gone to Ruto. If now you come to Mount Kenya West, the Kikuyus, where maybe Rigathi still has got some sway, you are also seeing that in Nyeri, there is still a problem. So Rigathi might not be able to deliver a solid mountain votes to Kalonzo or to any other leader. 2027 might be a very interesting election where the mountain will clearly enter into that election seriously split. The mountain has only one choice. It's either the Mount Kenya West to support their East counterparts, or there be a split on the mountain. Is Mount Kenya West ready for a split? The only way of avoiding that split is by supporting their counterparts in the East. Because I don't think Mount Kenya East, now that they have a deputy president, might do trial and error by supporting the West. The West currently is politically directionless. Also looking at the statistics, as time goes by, I'm now fully convinced that the rallying factor on the mountain all along was Raila Amolo Odinga. Raila had to be painted in bad light, or the Luo community had to be painted in bad light, and that could rally the mountain against Raila Amolo Odinga's side. Baba is no more, may his soul rest in peace. Mount Kenya leaders are now confused. They don't know how they can rally the mountain. And we saw yesterday, Rigathi trying to invoke ODM party's name, trying to invoke Raila Amolo Odinga's name to rally the mountain. Rigathi and his team are clearly planless. And I agree with what Ruto has been saying, that this is a clueless, planless team. They don't have any agenda at all. Their agenda all these years has been Raila Amolo Odinga. 2027 will be a very strange election for these leaders. This also means that the one-term chorus is now dead and buried. I'm no longer hearing of the one-term chorus. And let me also remind some of our fans here who are attacking me. I kept saying that the opposition could not beat Ruto. I also kept explaining that as long as ODM was with Ruto, Ruto was going to win. Some here were very critical and were attacking me. The truth is now coming out just the way I did state. Ruto is going to win. ODM is still vibrant in its traditional support basis. So for any leader who may want an easy ride, your guess is as good as mine on which political side to align with. Our business here is not only to analyze politics, but also to educate our fellow Kenyans on issues politics. Let's meet in our next analysis. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Kenya.